Hey everyone, it's Deb from Locked Up with History and the Geelong Gaol National Crime and Justice Museum. Today I've got another story for you that took place in the building that you can see just behind me. This was the Governor's residence, built in 1873, but in 1882, on the 25th of May, there was a shooting incident that took place here. The Governor at the time was Peter Dwyer. He had arrived in Australia in about 1852 and gradually made his way up through the ranks until he became Governor at Maryborough, Portland, Geelong, and then he finished his career at Melbourne and then Pentridge. But in 1882, we have a man by the name of Robert Johnson who would go to his son's solicitor's office, also here in Myers Street, and would ask for an introduction to the Governor. When Peter Jr. brought Robert Johnson here to meet the Governor, he was shown into the drawing room where the Governor was. Johnson would immediately lock the door, and Governor Dwyer would then say to him, "Who are you? What do you want?" Now, Junior, who was on the outside of the door, heard the door lock and then heard a pistol shot ring out. Johnson basically had said, "I'll show you who I am," and would fire a shot. Now, the shot would graze Governor Dwyer's eye. He'd also end up with a bruise where he'd been hit with the weapon. But by the time that Peter Jr. and the staff arrived back in the drawing room, they would find that the Governor had the man pinned down over a chair. Now, the reason for this attack would come to light is that his wife Ellen, who had been a warder here in 1877, gave birth to a little boy while she was serving her time here. She was dismissed by Governor Dwyer along with another woman, and Robert Johnson wholeheartedly believed that Governor Dwyer was the father of that child and that he would shoot him to take him out of the way so he would be unable to seduce any other young women. However, even Robert Johnson's wife Ellen denied that Governor Dwyer was the father of that child. For his trouble, Johnson got 7 years at Pentridge, where he had previously been a warder, for attempted murder, wounding with intent to murder and wounding with intent to do grievous bodily harm. He served his 7 years there without incident. That's just another story here from the Geelong Gaol.